lovelies. My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And I've been looking forward to this deck of panning update for a little bit now, but before I get into it, this project was created by Emily and Max, inspired by Books with Maddie, so everything will be linked down below. Go check it out. This is such a fun project. I really do enjoy it. I love the fact that the spreadsheet where all of the prompts are gets randomized every single month, so all of the face cards stay the same throughout the year, but each and every month all of the numerical cards change, so you can roll in the same card but have a completely different prompt, which actually happened to me last month and I didn't even realize it until I went to go upload my video. I had rolled in the 8 of spades the first time I did this in my introduction, and I rolled in the 8 of spades last month as well, but two completely different prompts, so it's super exciting, so much fun that way. And let's just get into this update because I am so excited for this. So I have what I've rolled in last month, what stayed in last month off to the side here. So if I'm looking down that way, that's why, just to see what I'm talking about. But we're going to start off with the products that I have rolled in from the introduction, I believe. So they had stayed in a last update. So I had rolled in the three of hearts, which at the time the prompt was winter. So for that, I chose my Too Faced Love Flush blush palette. And I only had one shade in here that I was working on. So as you can see, these ones are kind of full right now. We're just going to ignore those. But this is the shade that I was working on. And my goal is to hit about the exact halfway mark of this pan. I did already have pan in this shade when I had rolled it in. And I only wanted to reach to the very half of this actual pan, and I am so close. I am so close to getting there. I really do feel like next month I will have this being rolled out. I did have a little bit of a hard time reaching for it. I reached for it a little bit more than I actually thought I was going to. But with the time of year, I'm still trying to get some purples out. So my that palette is, the deeper tones in there right now are what is left over. So I can pair this shade with that and still create a cohesive look that way. Even though it is springtime, it still looks like it's winter here. So it seems to be working out quite well in that sense. But this is still going to be staying in, hoping that next month it will be rolled out. But that's okay. I really do enjoy these blushes. So one more month, I'm not too mad about it. So I had also rolled in the 8 of spades, like I said, and at the time of my introduction, which was back in February, not January, the prompt was matte. So what I chose was this Kbd Aucoin eyeshadow duo. They are both matte shades in here, but I'm only focusing on this brown shade and I'm using it as a contour. You can see right there is the slightest dip going. I never ever contour, and pretty much since I've had this, or a little bit of a time afterwards, I decided that I wanted to use this shade as a contour. But for me, contouring isn't something that I ever do. It's not really something that I used to do, maybe once in a while, and that's just kind of like stuck with me, only doing it once in a while. But because this was getting absolutely no use on it whatsoever, I decided to roll it into this project that way and try to hit pan on it. So clearly I have a long way to go before I hit pan, but the little use that I'm getting out of this is a lot more consistent than what it was, even if it's a handful of times a month, which has basically been how much I use it. I definitely don't reach for this every single day. More often than not, I forget about it, but I'm so used to not using it that I don't even think about it. But even a handful of times a month, I do feel like this is going to be in here for quite a long time. But that's okay, because I would much rather get a handful of uses on this over each month than none whatsoever. So I'm quite all right with this sticking in. This is probably going to be in here for the long haul, but that's okay as well. And the other product that I rolled in during the introduction was the 7 of Spades card, which was a duo. So I decided to go with this NARS Orgasm duo. This is a blush and a highlighter, and I had a usage goal of 22. Now I can't quite remember what my usage was at the last update, but I can tell you I have hit all 22 uses. So for me, it could have been either a combination of the two, that would be one use, or I could use either the highlighter or the blush and that would still count as a use to me. More often than not though, I did reach for both the blush and the highlighter at the same time. There was a couple of times where I only used the highlighter over the blush, but Either way, I got my 22 uses on it. You can see the usage in the highlighter over the blush. There really is no progress showing in the blush whatsoever. But I do still feel like it might take a little bit of time before I actually hit pan in this highlighter. I kind of stopped using it once I hit those 22 uses. But I do feel like if I was to go back to this, I could probably hit pan in it. Not quickly, but maybe another 20 or so uses. It's been a while since I've actually reached for this highlighter outside of this project. I had a trio that it was in, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was reaching for it every single day. So if I ever felt like I wanted to go back to it, I feel like I could get some really, really good use on it that way. So last month I rolled in the 8 of Spades again, which at that time the prompt was b.o.m.b, which was a Black owned makeup brand. And for that, I decided to go with my Uoma Beauty, the Royal Heritage palette. Now, as I've mentioned before, so I'm repeating myself for sure, but any eyeshadows that I roll into projects besides my eyeshadow based projects are all going to be a usage goal of 10. I find it's been a good way to get use throughout my other eyeshadows while still being able to focus on the ones that are in my eyeshadow based projects. So this was a usage of 10, and I for sure hit that usage goal. Again, I could have reached for only one shade in here, or I could have reached for a bunch and did a whole look. More often than not, of course, it was only 1 or 2 shades that I reached for. There was a few times where I actually did like 3 shades in here or whatever or whatnot. More often I was actually reaching for this to kind of like blend out my crease, and 1 or 2 of these shimmers for the lid. I would reach for this purple shade for the outer corner, and I think I reached for, there's some brush strokes in this one, so I reached for that one at least once, maybe this one as well. I think this one was the one that I did not touch whatsoever. But for the most part, I think I actually reached for every single shade in here without even realizing it. So that's pretty exciting as it is. I really did enjoy working on this too. I feel like working on this palette sometime in the near future would be nice to be able to get some more usage on it and really form an opinion on it. But I am happy that I've been able to reach for this one a total of 10 times. So that means that one's being rolled out. And lastly, last month I rolled in the 10 of Hearts, which was an out of control category. And for myself, blush is pretty high up there, so that's what I decided to go with. So I actually chose the Benefit Coralista blush. So I just have it in this magnetic palette, and it is looking exactly the same that it did when I rolled it in. I don't keep track of my usages on products if it's not an actual usage goal. So finishing up a product, hitting pan on product, I don't keep track of how many times I've used it, but I can tell you I've used this one like 2, maybe 3 times at most. So it is something that I really do want to focus on with this month coming up. Even the next couple of months, I do know that this is going to be in here for a little bit while, but that is quite all right. I would like to completely finish that up before this year is over. So if it's in here for a while, it's in here for a while. I'm not too worried about it. But those were my 5 products. So I'm super excited that I will be rolling out this Uoma Beauty Royal Heritage palette and this NARS Orgasm Duo. So with 2 being rolled out, I get to roll in 2 brand new products, 2 brand new cards, which is always the most fun part in this project. So of course I have the Joker in here, and the Joker, if you're not aware, is the card that you don't want to get because you don't want to pick a product that you don't want to pan. So I know some people try to figure out what that product may be before they even pull the cards or pull the Joker. I'm just going to see what I get, and if I do end up getting that Joker, I will decide at that time what I may end up choosing to pan. So I haven't even taken a look at the spreadsheet yet, but I've put it up on the screen here for you guys so you can take a quick peek. So I'm just going to shuffle just a little bit more. I'm not the greatest at shuffling, but that's okay. So we're just going to shuffle this, choose 2 new cards, and then once I choose those cards, I will take a look at the spreadsheet to see what prompts I've got and try to go find some products to go along with it. Okay, so the first one is the Joker, of course, as soon as I talk about it, and the Queen of Spades. Okay, so I know what the Joker is, and the Queen of Spades, the 22 game board. Oh, represent another project pen. That one's kind of cool. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to choose for that yet, but let me pause this. I'm going to go figure out what products I want to pan. So I have, again, the Joker card and I have the Queen of Spades. And I will be right back. Okay, so I've got my two products. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's just show you guys what I'm going to be working on. So first I'm going to start off with the Queen of Spades, even though this was the last one I rolled in. I'm going to save the Joker product till the end. So the Queen of Spades, again, is to represent another project pan. So I'm choosing my Colourpop eyeliner. This is in the shade Sunny Vale. So I believe this was actually from their Sunflower collection, which I didn't even realize because I have the little Ray of Sunshine palette, and then I bought this, not knowing. But anyways, this is to represent Colourpan because I was telling Misty when she posted her introduction that I was going to do this, but like unofficially. So I really haven't been working on any Colourpop products minus my little Ray of Sunshine palette that was in my pen, those eyeshadows. So I want to get some use on this. This is how much is in here, and my goal is going to be to finish it up. So I am very ambitious with this project, that is for sure. So I'm really hoping that I know I'll be able to get use on this. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take me. I never use it. I'm probably only going to wear this on my lower lash line, which is how I was wearing it when I actually was wearing this. And I really did enjoy how it looked, how it paired with my eye looks and whatnot. So I'm going to continue to wear it that way. It's been quite a while since I've actually used this at all. I think it was Halloween when I was like drawing on my face with it. So we'll see how long this is going to take. It's going to be in here for a while, but like I said, my goal is to finish this up. So I'm actually excited to do that and get this out of my collection. It's the only cream gel liner that I have from Colourpop. And because I've heard that they can dry up really quickly and break pretty easily, that's got me thinking that I do kind of want to get some use on this and get it out. So I feel like this is the perfect prompt to be able to roll this into to make that happen. And then my Joker. So for me, I'm not a lip product kind of person. I wear lipstick once in a while, but it's like I'm not wearing it today. I don't wear it more often than not. So I'm actually going to pan a lipstick. And my goal is to completely finish this. So this is the Kbd Lipstick in Cathedral. Now this is a neutral toned lipstick. So you might be thinking, well, that's not really too much of and I don't want to pan, but honestly, considering this is full size, considering this is pretty much only been worn like a couple of times, and for me, wearing lipstick is a bit of a struggle sometimes because I always seem to forget. This is going to be in here for a long time. This might be in here for the rest of the project. We'll have to see. This is going to definitely be something that I'm like dreading having to use up or use just in general. So we'll see how this goes for me. Like I said, for others it might not be such a big deal, but for me it is definitely something that I was not ever looking to pan. I know I threw in a mini lipstick in one of my other projects, but that was a mini. This is a full size. So I was kind of thinking about a mini, but I was like, that's not really, oh my god, enough. So this is the full-size lipstick. Most of my lipsticks are minis, so that kind of helps me, but this is the one of my few full sizes, and like I said, I'm going to do this until it's gone. I don't scrape any of the product out, so once it's flush with this plastic piece here, then that will be considered done. So I don't know how I'm going to mark this. I don't know if I'm going to. I might just continue and just show you guys, like I won't compare it to the last update. I'll just show you guys where it's sitting at right up until it's completely finished. So that is my project, my update. I am quite interested to see how this next month is going to go, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to roll out at least one new item because I would like to roll something else in. Obviously, that's the whole fun of the game. I don't know if I want to be working on more than 5 products at a time, just because I do have other projects going on right now, but I do have a couple that will be ending semi soon, so we'll have to play around with it, see how things go. But for now, I'm going to be continuing to stick with just 5 products. And yeah, that is everything. So just as a reminder, I will be working on my Too Faced Love Flush blush palette and trying to clear out this little piece left that's in here so that this is exactly half of the pan. I have my Kbd eyeshadow duo, and I will be working on this brown shade to try and hit pan on that one. I also have my Coralista blush by Benefits, which I'm trying to completely finish up. And now I have my Colourpop creme gel liner in the shade Sunnyvale, which I would like to finish up as well. And my Kbd lipstick in Cathedral, which I would like to completely finish. So wish me luck. I'm going to need it. These are going to be products that are going to be in here for quite a while, but that's okay. As long as I'm getting use on my products in all of my projects, then I'm happy, I'm good. And yeah, let me know if you're doing this. I would love to go check your videos out. I really do find that this project is so much fun, and it's very exciting to see what people get to roll in and what products they get to choose, especially when it comes to this little baby right there. So let me know. I will go check out your videos, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all later. Bye.